rocking with the channel. Salute. You know, I thought about this live right here real hard and long, and looking at my video views, and keep on grinding and pushing through the hurdles and obstacles that's in front of me or whatnot. But um, at the end of the day, right? You guys see the Home Alone star, right? It was listed as the number 2 kid in its era of entertainment. Salute, Jane. You guys seen Orlando, other guy who I got in there, Brown. Those 2 guys were actually kid stars. Now, I have an issue with Hollywood, Disneyland. Salute Photos 22. I have an issue with Hollywood, Disneyland, and everything else. And for me, it almost seems as this, right? I'm gonna ask this question, right? As you come in, hit the like button if you don't mind. And you can share it too. Salute, salute. I have not been able to post. But let me ask you guys a question. Why do all kids stars, they either uh bisexual or have feminine ways when they become adults? Why does it look like all to that to Raven Simone, all of them? Why do these kids, you know, end up looking like they're bisexuals or either they're gay? You know, they look like they had some kind of drug problem, uh, sexual experiences that um that got them discombobulated. And I post those pictures because those are just example of just 2 kid stars. You know, Home Alone 1, 2, and 3 are classic movies that people watch with their kids during Christmas time. You know, and when you look at the show That's So Raven, that was fresh off of the Raven Simone, Bill Cosby, Disney, one of the biggest channels on Nickelodeon, or one of the biggest shows on Nickelodeon. And it just bothered me, that why would exactly, Jane? Why would people, knowing the history of entertainment, why would you put your kid in entertainment and you can't be around your kid 24/7? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? As a parent, no one can be around their kids 24/7. You have to trust somebody at some point in time, whether it be a teacher, whether it be a daycare, whether it be, but when you in Hollywood, there's those parties that they talk about, those parties, and kids, they become what they are. They become what they see, and they become intrigued and interested in things that's put in front of them. And nobody not gonna ask the question that, salute, love, freedom, grooming. I agree, James. Indoctrination, I agree. No one want to ask the question as to why are all these kids that go through Disney World, Disneyland, that go through, little all this, little rascals, everything, no one want to ask the question, why do they end up being bisexual or looking like they high when they become young adults, or looking like they just been through. I mean, they have to have talent and be really extremely smart, because when these guys talk and open their mouth up, they're very articulated. Even the women, they're very articulated. So they're very highly intelligent and smart individuals. Why do they come off with such feminine, as far as the men, and the women come off so masculine? I mean, no one see this. No one see this when you these childhood stars. Yes, Britney Spears, she had a definitely meltdown. No one seen this. They got the other young lady who was on one of the shows. No one sees this, that these kids grow to be adults and they have, like, literally meltdowns, and they don't know what they really are. They don't know what preference they like for as gender. They don't know. and nobody not asking the question as to what's going on around these kids, what they're seeing, you know, at these parties. Amanda Blind, yeah, Bonds, Lord, she her and Britney Spears, and even Lindsay Lohan, childhood star, meltdowns, meltdowns. And we're not talking about the ones who are teenagers who's acting. We talking about the ones who got in the game at 8, 9, 10 years old, 11 years old. They turned out, you know, to be confused. You know, yeah, Lindsay Lohan, definitely she was definitely Amanda, definitely Britney Spears, definitely Orlando, definitely. You know, McCaulkin, definitely. These individuals turn out to be even Arnold. Arnold was getting this stuff. Little Arnold, what you looking at? He was getting into things. Little Arnold was getting into things. All these childhood stars. What about the two Corys? Yeah, Corey definitely Corey Feldman, definitely. He talk about he talk about his story, and he said things happened to him as a child that I can't even say on this live. Michael Jackson too, definitely. Definitely. Michael Jackson. He told the world that he preferred to be around kids because he thought adults, were harmful. So he wanted to be around kids because he said kids were pure, because adults was harmful. He was scared. He was scared to be around people. Michael Jackson. So he hung around kids. Yeah, yeah. So you know people got to be mindful that everything ain't what it set out to be. Everybody want their kids to be popular and known and things of that nature, but some people got to realize for that money. Most parents, they put their kids in their lifestyle for that money. They're chasing the lifestyle of their kids, and by them chasing the lifestyle for their kids, they're putting their kids into harm's way because there's people out there, that take advantage. There's people that take advantage. I think so too, Jan. There's people that take advantage, and this is why you know Jeffrey Einstein had an island. Things transpire allegedly. You know, things transpire allegedly. You know, and we all know about the allegedly Pizzagate and allegedly all these different things that go on. I just don't understand why people would actually trust their kids in a space with others without their supervision. You know, I just don't see it. At least those were like in Texas they had a story where in county called Proverbs, something like that. It have not hit main news like CNN, and they have not hit the big news. But there was a bus driver allegedly a bus driver assaulted two little girls every day for 1 year. Allegedly, a school bus driver allegedly assaulted two little girls for a full blown year. Right now, it's this big old large thing right now going on in that county where the parents want to know, were that the only two kids? The parents want to know how long has this been going on? The parents want to know all type of different questions that they can't give them answers. And the bus driver, who you would think that when you send your kid off to school in the morning with your kid should be safe, literally the bus driver allegedly is doing harm to your kids. You know, that's the crazy world that we're in right now. And meanwhile, there's teachers who that women feeling uncomfortable with around their kids because their body shapes. So that they don't want the way the world is right now. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But the story about the bus driver in Prosper, Texas, something like that, with the bus driver allegedly assaulting those kids, it blew my mind because that should be all over the news. That shouldn't be covered up. That should be spread all out. It should be front page. That person need to be, uh, because it happens. These things happen to kids, and that's the perfect story to put front page mainstream to let other parents know that, hey, you know these things happen. Because some people out there, they put their kids on school bus and they don't have jobs. It's just that they just want the freedom to send a kid on the bus and go lay back down. You know, some people, they just want to put the kids on the bus, go lay back down, and when they could have just brought their kids to school themselves. You know, that's just one story, but yeah, it people shouldn't put other people. Exactly, and that's the problem. That's the problem. If people turn off their television sets and stop glorifying entertainers, then the kids won't be looking at those entertainers as something to glorify also. But your kid watching, you get hooray about a person on television, and that's something that they think, that's what they want to do. Salute, sir. Salute. You know, and so, but that story, the story in Texas, it blew me away because it ain't really. It's a big story. It's a big story, but it ain't big as it should be. That story need to be viral on TikTok. That story need to be viral on YouTube. That story, because you know how many memes and memes and memes and memes and little girls that's getting on school buses with with people with bad intent. You know, yeah, the Maxwell trial. I covered it. I ain't covered it, but I just put on a video clip. Saying nah 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 goodbye with a jail sentence, because when it was talking about it, like you said, it ain't get coverage because Johnny Depp had all the coverage. Salute, Bill Clinton. It didn't get no coverage because Johnny Depp had all the coverage. They was talking about Johnny Depp the way he smiled in court. They was talking about Johnny Depp the way he greet the crowd when he leaving court. Everything was Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp. So it was entertainment to keep people eyes off the reality. Of things that actually going on that could connect other people to that situation. You know, that's like I posted. I didn't post 5 community posts, and none of them got no thumbs up, no thumbs. It's like the community posts ain't even went out. Like I might even said, but I just keep on pushing though, because at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. I created a video earlier today because everybody who rock with the channel, they know I always say, yeah, yeah, yeah. They know I rock with the channel. They know everybody who rock with the channel. They know I always say get food and water, get food and water, get food and water, get food and water. In the state of Mississippi right now, city of Jackson, the sewer lines and the water supply lines, they failed. Now you got people trying to get water who can't get water when they could have bought some water from the beginning initially and would have to depend on the government to come give them the water. I always say keep 10 cases of water in your house. That way you got 2-3 months supply. You have something like that happen, you ain't got to depend on the government to come through and try to give you something. You have it. And you're right, Jane. I can't say that those words, but you're exactly right. Salute, diamonds. But yeah, we gotta. I always say we gotta protect the kids, man. We gotta protect the kids. And those two are, those two. I feel like, you know, Raven Simone is a billionaire. If not, she's approaching. And as you all know, she's a bisexual. Or what not. She came out and announced that. And Macaulay McCulkin, you can look at him and see that, you know, he might not reveal what he is, but you can look and see, and I just wanted to know why these kid celebrities, they always come out ending up having meltdowns or either confused on who they really are. And something had to be going on. And David Chappelle said it best. Martin Lawrence was running down the street with a gun in his hand saying, they're trying to kill me, they're trying to kill me, they're trying to kill me. All these celebrity stars are losing their lives, you know, and they're saying it's drug related or whatnot. All these things are happening. And when it comes to Hollywood, and nobody is actually, saying there won't be no Hollywood if we stop participating. If people stop bringing their kids to these things or auditions, there won't be no Hollywood. We know some things going as weird in Hollywood, but if we stop, we the ones who dictate the power that they have. If we stop, then they got to run reruns. They can't make new shows. People got to stop. Stop being greedy behind money. Money is the root of all evil. You know, the root of all evil. So I'm gonna keep on coming with these lives and keep on. I'm gonna be putting out videos to try to grow the channel, because if you guys been on me like sir, you guys been on me like sir, you guys know that the channel, my subs, they've been going backwards for the past year. So I'm gonna keep on trying to broaden my views, to make the channel grow. But most of the time when I go live, it's gonna be to talk about things like this. So you guys might see videos from the Charleston Whites. That's because these individuals are actually trending on what they're trying to do. Like Charleston White, he's a character, great character. But in real life, the guy he's about saving and protecting the kids. So some of the antics that he does, it upsets a lot of people in communities, and that's because those are individuals. It's like this, right? The drug dealer gonna always say they don't want this person or they don't want that person or they don't want change. Why? Because they're the ones that's running the community or got the community in fear. And then the manipulation of the drug dealer gonna always have the people thinking that what they're saying is correct. Like you know what I'm saying? So if somebody said, I want to clean up the neighborhood, you gotta start by cleaning up everything. You can't allow uh, things that gonna mess your mind up or have fear when it comes to trying to help the kids. And Charleston White, he utilizes an angle that upsets people who influence kids get money off of the influence of kids. And when he do that, he upset those individuals. So those are the only people who don't understand his message, but his message is clear. His message is there shouldn't be no gangs. His message is there shouldn't be no drugs in communities. And his message is save the kids. Now anything else outside of that the man do is theatric, and it's acting and it's comedy at its finest. But that's his main goal and his main message. And I understand him and I support him. So when I drop a video with him or something like that, you guys seen the video clip I put. The man, he almost outacted Denzel Washington in Training Day on the video I put. You guys get opportunity, because you might have not got the video. The guy I'm talking about, you guys know Denzel Washington is a great actor. He almost outacted Denzel Washington on, like, literally, right? So well, we gotta protect the kids, man. We gotta protect the kids, because the kids are the future. That they when they made that song, I believe the children are the future. Keep them well and let them lead the way. They meant that, and unfortunately, those same people that made that song, they led the kids because they were the ones who the kids wanted to be like. So now it's time for the real men, real dads, real women, and real fathers teach the kids correctly, because we've been blinded, and now since we waking up and we woke up, we need to teach the kids and guide them the correct way. And it's like that's why I made the DJ Khaled video when I said about God created Adam and Eve, and anything in between, that's man church. That's why you got free will. So at the end of the day, I stand on Adam and Eve. And if anybody feel different, That's your free will. That's your choice. You have to answer to that when that time comes. You know, but don't force it on the kids. Don't make it seem like as if that's the way things were made to be, and that's how things should be. Things were not made to be like that. You know, the cheeks were made to shit, not made for something to go in it. You know, and that's the way. That's the reality of it. And at the end of the day, you know, like I say, free will is your. You know, as an adult, that's your will to be free. But I'm gonna stand on what I said, and I'm gonna say what I mean. And salute to everybody for rocking with me, and I'm gonna continue to do that. Salute, Stuart Rogers. You say all glory to Jesus on every video. You know, all glory to the Most High. Definitely, definitely. You know, and that's why the channel grew, and the channel gonna continue to growing, and it's gonna be loyal people, and they're gonna be people who are gonna be real with me, because I'm gonna stand on what I stand on, and I'm not gonna change. You know, and that's what it is. Look at those two in the thumbnail. You know, they had to go through a hard life to become adults and wake up and see that their struggle was real. You know what I mean? And so, you know, some kids shouldn't have to go through that. Kids are pure. I look at kids every day in kids sports events, and I see nothing but pure kids. I post a video with kids sharing a popsicle. I post a video with kids running each other arms, because kids don't see color, kids don't see money, kids don't even see a house, kids don't even see a home, kids don't see a car, kids only see love and purity. That's it. Now everything else a kid learn after that, they're taught. You know what I mean? They're taught. They're taught the way of living. They're taught man ways. They're taught these things. So salute this 504 cut. Thank you all for rocking with me. And I'm gonna continue to rocking with y'all. I'm out.